Imagine a world where laughter, one of humanity's most joyful expressions, turns into an uncontrollable, widespread epidemic. In the heart of East Africa, nestled in the vibrant plains of Tanganyika, now known as Tanzania, a peculiar event unfolded. In the early months of 1962, the quiet routine of a girls' boarding school in Kinshasa was shattered by the sound of laughter. Not the usual, joyous laughter one might expect in a school, but an eerie, relentless chortle that would soon sweep through the entire student body. It all began with just 3 girls, a ripple of giggles that would soon become a wave. Within weeks, the laughter had spread like wildfire, infecting 95 students and turning the school into a cacophony of ceaseless hilarity. The community watched in disbelief and confusion as this bizarre phenomenon took hold, questioning how something as innocent as laughter could suddenly become so terrifying. By the end of March 1962, the laughter virus had taken hold of Kinshasa, turning joy into fear. As the laughter continued, it began to echo beyond the school's walls. It drifted into neighboring villages, carried on the wind like an insidious whisper, infecting those it touched with an uncontrollable urge to laugh. But this was no ordinary laughter. It was laughter that consumed, laughter that exhausted, laughter that stole the very breath from those it possessed. The symptoms varied wildly. Some people would laugh for hours, days, even weeks, their bodies racked with spasms. Others reported fainting spells, respiratory problems, rashes, and bouts of violence. It was as if the laughter was a puppeteer, pulling on invisible strings, causing its victims to dance to its discordant tune. One by one, schools fell silent as they were forced to close their doors. The silence was not a relief, but a chilling testament to the power of the epidemic. Teachers, students, parents, no one was immune. The laughter was indiscriminate, cutting across age, gender, and social class. It was a cruel jester, laughing at its own joke while the rest of the world could only watch in helpless confusion. The social disruption was immense. Normal life was impossible. How do you go to work or school? How do you buy groceries or visit friends when laughter, usually a sign of joy and happiness, had become a harbinger of fear and uncertainty? The rhythm of life in Tanganyika had been thrown off beat, replaced by the haunting melody of uncontrollable laughter. The laughter epidemic had now become a national concern. The government stepped in, declaring a state of emergency. Doctors, psychologists, and scientists were called in from all corners of the globe, their mission to understand and contain this strange, laughter-inducing phenomenon. The laughter epidemic had now engulfed the land, bringing life in Tanganyika to a standstill. As the nation held its breath, waiting for the laughter to subside, the world watched in fascination and fear. What was causing this bizarre outbreak? And more importantly, could it be stopped? With no known cure or cause, the world watched in bewilderment as the laughter epidemic raged on. The bizarre spectacle of uncontrollable laughter had the world in its grip, and it begged for answers. As the laughter continued to echo across the lands of Tanganyika, international experts descended on the region, their minds buzzing with theories and hypotheses. Renowned scientists, top psychologists, and medical professionals, all with their unique perspectives, joined forces in a bid to uncover the truth behind this perplexing phenomenon. They faced an uphill task, a puzzle with pieces that didn't seem to fit. Theories sprouted like wildflowers, each more fascinating and perplexing than the last. Some pointed towards a new strain of flu, an illness that could somehow trigger bouts of uncontrollable laughter. It was an unusual theory, but these were unusual times. However, the lack of physical symptoms, such as fever or cough, made this theory fall out of favor as quickly as it had come. Others proposed mass hysteria, a phenomenon where a group of people exhibit similar physical symptoms triggered by psychological stress. The laughter epidemic, they argued, was a classic case of psychogenic illness, where the mind influences the body to produce real symptoms. The theory held weight, considering the political and social upheaval that Tanganyika was experiencing at the time. But alas, concrete evidence pointing towards a single cause was elusive. The laughter seemed to have a mind of its own, unfettered by the rules of science and medicine. The lack of a clear cause only added to the mystery and intrigue that shrouded the laughter epidemic. As the investigations continued, the world held its breath, waiting for a breakthrough, a revelation that would finally shed light on this extraordinary event. But the laughter epidemic, it seemed, was not ready to give up its secrets just yet. In the midst of chaos, the mystery deepened, and the laughter epidemic remained an enigma. The quest for answers was far from over, and the world could only watch, wonder, and wait. As months passed, the laughter started fading, but the quest for answers only intensified. The uproarious echoes of laughter that once filled the air of Tanganyika began to dwindle into mere whispers, leaving behind a trail of curiosity and unanswered questions. The strange epidemic, which had gripped the region in its bizarre clutch, slowly started to lose its hold. Yet the scientists and researchers, both local and international, remained relentless in their pursuit of the truth. They dug deeper into the phenomenon, exploring every possible avenue, every conceivable explanation, to unravel the enigma that was the Tanganyika laughter epidemic. The most widely accepted theory that emerged was that of mass psychogenic illness, an extraordinary situation where physical symptoms, in this case uncontrollable laughter, spread among a group despite the absence of an organic cause. It's a curious psychological phenomenon, often triggered by stress. But what could have possibly stressed out an entire region to the point of a laughter epidemic? To answer that, we need to step into the shoes of the Tanganyikans of 1962, a time of transformation, a period of change. The country was in the throes of gaining independence. A momentous occasion, yes, but also one fraught with uncertainty and anxiety. The socio-political climate was tense, the future unknown. It was this underlying stress that, many believe, triggered the mass psychogenic illness, leading to the laughter epidemic. But like any theory, this too has its critics. Some argue that the laughter was a form of rebellion, a symbolic protest against the colonial rule, while others believe it to be a case of shared cultural hysteria. The debate continues, adding layers to the already intricate tapestry of this remarkable event. The laughter had ceased, but the echoes of its mystery continued to resonate. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic of 1962, a strange occurrence that left an indelible mark on the annals of history, reminding us of the intricate interplay between our minds and our environment, and the mysteries that can unfold when the two collide. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic, a bizarre chapter in history, left an indelible mark. This curious incident, while mesmerizing, was not without its profound implications, both on the people of Tanganyika and the wider field of psychology. The laughter epidemic was far from a frivolous event. It affected the lives of thousands in a profound way, schools, businesses, and communities gripped with fear and confusion. The people of Tanganyika were left with a haunting memory of a time when laughter, a universal symbol of joy and happiness, morphed into a source of terror and distress. The aftermath was a community forever changed, a people who had experienced the unexpected and unsettling power of the human mind. The laughter epidemic also left an indelible mark on the field of psychology. It served as a real-life case study for mass hysteria, a psychological phenomenon often relegated to the realms of science fiction and horror tales. Psychologists worldwide found themselves intrigued and baffled by the extent of the outbreak, its rapid spread, and the sheer power of suggestion it demonstrated. This event underscored the power of the human mind and its potential to react in unpredictable ways when faced with stress or fear. It brought forth the concept of emotional contagion, the idea that emotions can spread through and affect groups, much like a virus. In the years that followed, the laughter epidemic of Tanganyika became a pivotal reference point in studies related to mass psychogenic illness, group dynamics, and the psychology of laughter. It prompted a wave of research, leading to a deeper understanding of these phenomena and their impact on society. The story of the laughter epidemic also serves as a reminder of the cultural and social factors that can influence psychological phenomena. It highlighted how cultural beliefs, societal pressures, and historical context can shape the manifestation and interpretation of such events. In the end, the laughter epidemic serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between joy and fear, sanity and madness. When we look back at the laughter epidemic of Tanganyika, we see more than a historical oddity. We see a testament to the power and complexity of the human mind and the intricacies of our collective behavior. This event, peculiar as it was, paints a vivid picture of how emotions can become contagious, how they can sweep through communities like a tidal wave, leaving an indelible mark on societies and cultures. We've explored the spread and impact of this unusual outbreak, dived into the investigations that sought to unravel its mystery, and pondered upon its lasting impact. It's a story that challenges our understanding of human psychology and the boundary between the physical and the psychological. As we part ways, remember, in the world of mysteries, the laughter of Tanganyika continues to echo. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories.